Jason, thanks. State health officials are using a new plan aiming to eliminate a viral disease by 2030. Wisconsin Department of Health Services rolling out a roadmap to eliminate viral hepatitis in the state, as well as a public online dashboard to track progress. Take a look at your screen. This is the dashboard, which tracks diagnoses and vaccination rates. Officials say the goal is to increase those vaccination numbers and treatment of hepatitis. State health officers say many people don't know they're living with hepatitis until it causes serious liver damage. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates about 4 million Americans have chronic hepatitis C, and around 47,000 of them do live in Wisconsin. Hepatitis A and B can be prevented with vaccines. There still isn't a vaccine for hepatitis C, but it can often be cured over the course of several weeks with proper medication.